Don't bite. Don't bite. No. Don't bite.
Welcome to the Eighth Wonder. Good afternoon. Today's episode is how to build wealth with a job. So today is Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays is investor's mindset. So that'll be the topic of discussion. Pretty much, I'm just gonna share my story of what I think. Like a lot of professionals, they're teaching that you can start building wealth with it. I feel as though they're teaching people that, with a job, you can't start building wealth, and I just wanted to talk about that today, about how to build wealth with the job. Pretty much, basically, you build the habit now. So by building the habit now, you start building wealth while you have a job, and then once those assets start increasing, then you switch over, then you go transition from job to your own business. So when it's feasible, where you see yourself, all my living expenses are taken care of, and then the business is paying for that. So pretty much once the business pays for that, you make that jump, out of the job. And I wish I would have known this growing up, like these simple habits to develop while having a job. And there's four of my favorite. The first one is precious metals. The second one is the stock market. The third habit is real estate. And the fourth habit is business. So I'm gonna start off with precious metals. Basically, if I would have started while having a job, training myself to buy precious metals, $15 a troy ounce, just to have it. And first I had to find a dealer, and this is something like, I guess maturity came also, because even at that age I was very curious. But I would go to I'm in the South. I'm from the South, so grew up in the South. I grew up pretty much. I'm a military brat. That's another story. But I grew up in Georgia, so Georgia's pretty much. Man, I forgot what I was just. Precious metals. In Georgia, I would go to, we have pawn shops, and I would go there, and I've always was curious about it. But I wish somebody would have, somebody older than me would have spoken it to me, taught it to me. So I probably would have been more. That's why now these videos, they're getting more exciting, because I'm just expressing if you're younger, start now. Start these habits now, even when you have a job or if you're in school. There's just little tiny things that you do. You build that little habit, then it'll set you up to this is, wow, I understand this, and it's building. So it's gonna give you the confidence to be yourself and lead the job. I think people that stay in jobs, they're not confident enough in themselves, so they stay in a job. And this pretty much how to build wealth with the job. It's gonna give you the courage to grow and grow out of the job. And this is just philosophies that I'm starting to see. But I would start with precious metals. Precious metals, just buy 1 troy ounce. You start stacking those up. So that's $15. Start small. That's the smallest precious. There's 4 precious metals. There's silver, platinum, gold, palladium. So on the higher end is gold and palladium. Platinum, it's up there, but it's under 1,000. So that's why I'm just starting to invest in platinum. That's on the high end, but really I'm more on silver. Buying it by the kilo. So 1 kilo is about $550. So my range is 500 to 600. So with 1 kilo of silver. So I would start off with that, a precious metal bar. With a job or you're in school, you got that. So once you get that first one for your dealer, and you find it, and you understand, I got to start building this in the future. This is what it's building you wealth. these are wealth building. So once you start doing these while you have a job and you're in school, it's gonna start giving you confidence to even go more. So that's why I'm already at a kilo. I started out with 1 troy ounce of silver, 5 troy ounces, 10 troy ounces, and then from 10, I was gonna go 20, but they were all sold out. Then I didn't know about the kilo, so I went straight to 50 troy ounces, and that is over my budget when it comes to silver, because I have a credit card that I use specifically to buy precious metals. And the way I look at credit card is I look at credit card as an employee. People are like freaking out like, yo, you're paying interest, but if you have it working where it's going to give you value in the future, I'm paying that interest. I'm paying that employee, I should say. So these are just little tips that, break the barriers in the mind, because I know we all live with this stigma, and that's why, like, living in America, like, once you get out, I appreciate it more, but in there, like, bucket of crabs. So precious metals, $15 while you're working. This is how you build wealth with a job. Number 2 is stocks. With stocks, easy. Sign up for Robinhood, free commissions. And that's what scared me about investing before, was the commissions. When I was coming up, commissions. If I was to invest in the stock, I would have to pay commissions. So I didn't understand it, but I was just like, now that I know, I'm like, oh, I would have paid that commission, but nobody. I was brought up in a family that didn't talk about money, didn't talk about stocks, didn't talk about credit. That topic just wasn't discussed. So I was just like, wow, it should be like, because that's pretty much, you fix that, you fix your whole life. So with the stock market, anything under $5 is a penny stock. So I would say go start buying $10 shares of stock, ETFs, REITs. I would start off with that. So, and you can go from 10 to 50. Keep it to 50 with the same, while you're working. You're building wealth while you're working. Small. Then you build. You take that first step, and then it's like, it takes off. It takes off, I promise you. To the moon. Okay. The third habit is real estate. God, real estate. $50 you get paid from your job. Put that into your real estate account. Label it real estate account, because you can change account numbers to actual names. So give it a name. You give it a name, you give it a destination, which will get you closer to yours. So you should start that habit. You always work this real estate, and now that I see it, work it into your portfolio. Even if you don't understand it, just start saving that $50. This is my real estate account. Or label it real estate investment. However you see fit, but put it as real estate, and every month you're putting in $50. Okay, lastly is business. I also would say $50 towards a business in the future. And I would test out little things here and there for a business. But service business always going to pop off. Always. So I think now, like, when I get back to the US, I'm going to take it back to my roots, service. I'm already in the logistics. That's right there, service logistics. So save $50. Form your LLC in your state, and then see how much it costs. If you're in Cali, $800. I got my LLC in Georgia, which was, I think, $100, and I pay like a annual fee, like $20-$30 a year. Then I have a bank account in Georgia, so that's pretty much. I'm building that. I add to that account monthly. So with business, $50. And this is how to build wealth with a job. So again, you build 4 habits. You buy silver and you buy silver, which is precious metals. Number 2, you invest in the stocks. $10. Start out with $10 a share. Real estate. Save $50. Label that account real estate account. And lastly, open up your LLC. See how much it costs in your state. All states vary on the price. Then once you get that set up, you can always try and error your business while you already have your formation set up. So once it does pop out, boom, you're already set. Like what I'm doing is I have a AT&T cell phone. So my AT&T cell phone is in my business name. So, and every month it gets deducted from my business account in Georgia, where my LLC was set up. Like if you try to open up a bank account for your LLC in another state, it's not gonna let unless you get I can't remember the name, foreign LLC. You got to file for like a foreign LLC, and then they're gonna tax you on that. I mean, if worse comes to shove, if it's good for your business, I mean, absolutely. But because I'm still starting off, that's how I'm building. Well, I don't even have a job, so I'm building my wealth on retirement. Because once you're in retirement, holy shit, is it boring. Holy shit changed. Like, I mean, in this, being on here is giving me my sanity, and I love it. I love it. So, I said, okay, real estate. Get the account. Start. Because once you see the name, it's going to give you so much pride. It's going to force you. This is how you build wealth with a job. And then lastly, same thing with the business. Get the LLC going. Trial and error. Test out little things that are going to pop off. You don't have to invest like a whole bunch of, like, you got to test the market first, You'll know if it pop off and the way you feeling. Like, I mean, sometimes you got to go against intuition. But that'll do it right there. That's how you build wealth with the job. Oh, tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday. Stocks, ETFs, index funds, and REITs. So I'll be going inside of my Robinhood portfolio.